Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Mag Show. Today, we are going to be talking about some negotiations that are happening behind the scenes, but I would like to preface this video by saying this is not a confirmation. I'd like to make that very clear right now. This is not a confirmation that this is happening. This is not solid fact as of yet. It is just a negotiation that is happening behind the scenes. It could easily fall apart at any moment and never happen at all. But either way, allow me to report what I have heard of what's going on behind the scenes with Microsoft and Sony in regards to Returnal. So the word is that there is a negotiation happening that Returnal may make its way to the Xbox consoles. However, there are going to be a ton of caveats put forth by Sony. The first and foremost one is that it would not be a 70-30 cut of Sony taking 70% publisher fee versus Microsoft's 30% that they would get for having it in the store. It would be much higher than that. So I don't really actually see what the point is of all that if they're going to be taking that much of a cut. But either way, that is the word. The other thing is that they're looking for Xbox to pay for the entire port of the game. And then on top of that, they also would need to agree to a certain amount of money for advertising for the game under Sony's watchful eye. So those are the caveats that were put forth by Sony in order to get this game over. What does this mean? It means to me personally that this doesn't seem to be a sign that all these games are coming over. It's a negotiation for this game specifically. The same person had told me this, that said that right now there are no plans for Spider-Man or God of War coming to the Xbox consoles. It is Returnal specifically. Now, let's get into Returnal for anybody who didn't play the game or doesn't know anything about the game. The game is incredibly difficult, but it's also a wonderful game that came out at the beginning of the PS5 generation. It ended up selling between PlayStation and PC about 1.1 million copies. It did turn a profit, as the studio Housemarque is actually a smaller studio, and of course that justified a sequel in Soros. That also means that Soros is not showing up on Xbox day one or on PC day one. It will show up later on down the road, as they have done so far this generation when it comes to their PC ports. But either way, this is the story. Again, this is a negotiation happening behind the scenes. Whether it comes true or not, or whether they follow through, or whether Xbox decides to actually, no pun intended, pony up the money for the advertising and taking a smaller cut for their storefront, that is entirely up to them, not to me. But either way, I want to know what you think about that. Did you play Returnal? I played Returnal. I honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I couldn't finish the game because it was incredibly difficult, and it's not really my style of game. And the people who did stick with it, I know people who put in 80, 90, 110, 130 hours in order to get that platinum, and can't say enough good things about this game. But either way, I think this is a great thing for the Xbox fans that wanted to play that game and do not have access to a PS5 or a PC. And I think that that would also bolster some more sales in terms of being able to help continue to fund the Soros game that's coming out presumably in the next 2 years. I don't expect to see it in 2026. I would think that it's going to come out somewhere in 2027. But again, that's just a guess. I don't have any confirmation on when that game is coming. But either way, that is the news for today. Now, do you believe that Microsoft and Sony are negotiating this specific game right now? Either way, let me know in the comments section. There's a very short video. Just wanted to get this information out there. We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. I'll be on XNC tonight with Colt Eastwood. Stay magnificent.